Imagine this. You walk into a room, and without saying a word, people take notice, not because you're the loudest, not because you're trying to prove something, but because you carry yourself with a quiet confidence. Women especially can sense it immediately. They may not even be able to explain why, but they respect it. And here's the truth. Respect doesn't come from money, from looks, or even from charm. Respect comes from the boundaries you set, the standards you uphold, and the way you enforce them with consistency. Today, I want to share with you 5 powerful boundaries that, when you put them into practice, will make women respect you on a whole new level. These aren't tricks or manipulations. These are principles that create strong character and presence. The first boundary is the boundary of self-respect. A man who doesn't respect himself cannot expect anyone else to. Too often men bend over backward, say yes when they mean no, and tolerate behavior they shouldn't just to avoid conflict or to please a woman. But here's the catch. When you constantly give up your own dignity to gain approval, you actually lose respect. Women notice everything. They notice when you let someone talk down to you. They notice when you laugh nervously at something that actually bothers you. They notice when you give away your time and energy too easily. Setting the boundary of self-respect means you know what you stand for, and you refuse to compromise your core values just to be liked. And women deep down admire and respect the man who doesn't sell himself short. The second boundary is the boundary of emotional control. Let's be real. Life will test you. People will push your buttons. Women sometimes consciously or unconsciously will test you too. Not because they're bad, but because it's human nature to check if someone's really as solid as they appear. If you explode at the smallest inconvenience, if you sulk when things don't go your way, if your mood swings like a pendulum, it sends one message: you are not in control of yourself. And nothing destroys respect faster than a man who can't manage his emotions. On the other hand, when you stay calm under pressure, when you can disagree without losing your cool, when you can show passion, but also balance, women instantly respect you more. They realize you are not controlled by external forces. You are the one in charge of your inner world. That's rare, and rare is always respected. The third boundary is the boundary of your time. Think about it. Time is the one resource you never get back. Yet so many men give it away freely, as if it has no value. They cancel their plans when a woman texts at the last minute. They wait around endlessly for someone who clearly isn't respecting their schedule. They let people monopolize their energy without considering what they get in return. But when you treat your time as sacred, women take notice. If you say, "I'm available at this time but I have commitments afterward," it communicates that your life is full, that you have purpose, and that you are not sitting around waiting to be chosen. It doesn't mean being rude or inflexible. It means you value your mission, your work, your goals, and you expect others to honor that. A man who guards his time is a man who earns respect, because it shows he is moving forward with or without anyone else's validation. The fourth boundary is the boundary of standards in relationships. This one is huge. Too many men accept poor treatment because they're afraid of being alone. They let disrespect slide. They allow inconsistency. They tolerate flakiness. But here's the raw truth. The standard you set is the standard you get. If you let a woman disrespect you once, and you do nothing about it, she'll do it again. If you accept crumbs, that's all you'll ever receive. But when you calmly and clearly set the expectation that you won't tolerate disrespect, that you require honesty, that you value communication, something shifts. Some women will walk away, but the right ones will rise up to meet your standards. And guess what? The women who stay will respect you more, because they see you are not desperate for validation. You are selective. A man who is selective commands respect, because he shows he values himself enough to choose quality over quantity. And the fifth boundary is the boundary of purpose. Let me explain. If your entire identity revolves around women, if your whole sense of worth depends on whether she likes you or not, you will always be at her mercy. But when you have a clear mission, something that drives you, something bigger than just chasing attention, you naturally command respect. Women respect the man who is chasing a vision, not the man who is chasing them. This doesn't mean ignoring relationships. It means relationships are not the centerpiece of your life. They are a complement to your life. If your purpose is fitness, build it. If it's career, grind for it. If it's creativity, master it. When a woman sees that you have direction, that you are unstoppable in pursuit of what matters to you, she feels respect because she sees strength, independence and passion. Purpose is magnetic. Purpose is what makes people admire you even when you're not trying. So let's put this all together. Self-respect, emotional control, time, standards, and purpose. These 5 boundaries form the backbone of a man who is respected, not just liked. And respect lasts far longer than attraction. Anyone can catch attention for a moment, but respect is what sustains a deep connection over time. Now I want to be clear, this isn't about being controlling. It's not about being cold or arrogant. It's about valuing yourself enough to create boundaries that protect your energy, your values, and your path. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors that show others how to enter your life. Think about the great men in history, or even the men in your life you look up to. What do they all share? They don't beg for approval. They don't give away their time or values cheaply. They live with purpose. They stay steady under pressure, and they don't tolerate disrespect. And as a result, people respect them naturally. You can be that man. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start setting those boundaries, one step at a time. Imagine what would happen if starting tomorrow, you said no to something that didn't align with your values. Imagine if you stayed calm instead of reacting in anger. Imagine if you kept your commitments to yourself before bending over backward for someone else. Imagine if you decided today that your purpose matters, and nothing will pull you away from it. Every small choice builds your reputation, and over time, respect becomes the natural response people have toward you. Here's the last thing I'll say. Women may be attracted to different things: looks, charm, humor, but respect is universal. Every woman respects the man who respects himself. And when respect is present, attraction grows deeper, trust builds stronger, and relationships become healthier. So if you want women to respect you more, stop chasing approval and start setting boundaries. Respect is not given, it's earned. And when you master these 5 boundaries, you'll find that respect flows toward you effortlessly, because you've built the kind of character that commands it.